door, there's nobody
You guys will come
there.
back.
Seeing the shadow, two-dimensional
In the
shadow
shadow of the
crossing the path,
day,
back and forth, and
we'll
all of a sudden
embrace
these
the
people freak
world in
out.
gray. And the
People run from the
sun.
house screaming, and then they move. That tells me that that spirit got out of that event what it wanted. It put in to that person a spirit of fear. There is no doubt that one of the greatest tools the devil uses against us and against all mankind is fear. Afraid. We're getting to the point now, people are afraid to say certain things that should be said because of fear that their friends are going to forsake them, their family's going to disown them, or fear that they will get shut down, fear that, and I've had people call over the years and say, Pastor Mike, man, I'm so glad I finally got to talk to you. I've got some things to tell you. I said, well, go ahead and tell me. Well, I don't want to tell you over the phone.
So ignorant.
Why not?
Maybe because they're smart.
They're probably listening.
Do people ever realize that? Maybe
And I'm
other
going,
people are smart too.
you're probably right. But I don't care. Tell me anyway. What are they going to do? Take away your birthday?
So stupid.
Did that even make a sound? It didn't. I got a brand new iPad
Probably
here.
for a reason. Huh.
And it's not, the program is not working. I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, well, come on, Hogger. There we go. Maybe I'll start it over again and see. But by then, the drum sound effect, there we go. But anyway, these devils instill fear in people's hearts, and it's just like an animal, a deer or a bear or a cat. A cat will instantly curl up, raise the hump of its back, inflate its tail to twice its size, hair sticking up all over it, showing its teeth, like that, as a means of trying to scare off a dog or another cat or whatever. I've seen little bitty crabs stand up and hold their little crabs up like this. Going, I'm big. You better watch out for me. Dogs will show you the sides of their teeth. They'll turn sideways and get their haunches all big and everything like that. In the animal world, that's how it's done. A cobra, his hood will come out when he detects someone that he needs to attack or he needs to scare off so he doesn't have to attack him. And when that hood comes out, he means business. He's trying to inflate himself. What does the Bible say about hell? Hell hath enlarged herself. And there's no doubt that the kingdom of Satan operates. It sort of reminds me of the movie Monsters, Inc., where the world of monsters sends monsters to the human world to crawl out from under kids' beds and scare the daylights out of them, and they scream, and somehow that energizes the monster world so they can keep all their machines running or whatever. But the kingdom of Satan operates on fear, keeping you
fucking niggers.
from serving
God
God.
damn
I
you,
mean,
Mochen.
if you were there watching Stephen be stoned to death by the crowd, by the mob, by and Paul, Saul at that time holding everybody's coats while they do it, he's consenting unto the death. And you know that Saul is out there on the loose. He's looking for people that have converted to Christianity, and they get scared. We can't let people know we're Christians. We can't let people find that out. Oh no! And I get people ask me, do you think the church is close to going underground? And I say, I hope never to be thinking that I have to hide.
I'm gonna
what
let
I
it
am,
shine, let it
who I
shine,
am.
let it shine, let it
And
shine.
you're looking at, as far as Scaredy Cat's concerned, the biggest scare baby in the world. Okay? Maybe not the biggest. But I get fear. Just like everybody else does. I get fear. The biggest fear I have is the fear of devils. When they attack, and I can feel the fear welling up in me. It's not based on any fact. It's not based on reality. It's just there, and I hate it. I hate times like that. But just remember, the opposite of that is God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Jesus said, fear not the one who can take away your life or kill. Fear the one who can kill both body and soul in hell. And so don't fear death. If you are saved and you are born again and you know it, then there's nothing to be afraid of other than the natural fear that comes on us at death. And that's a natural expression. There's certainly no sin in being afraid, because if that were the case, there would be nobody in heaven. Because people can talk it like they don't get afraid at all, but they do. They sure do. They hide it well, but they do. Everybody does.
Yeah.
Anybody that says that they do not fear, they're full of pride, arrogant. They're boasting about how tough they are, and that they can withstand anything. And people like that, I got no time for them. But anyway, one of the biggest tools the devil has is fear, making us afraid. That spirit that God has given us of power and of love and of a sound mind basically means that when the time is right, we will not be afraid. Now, I was contemplating here, talking about one subject. By the way, you do this. I did it this morning. When I came in to the church this morning, of course we don't watch the news anymore. On my YouTube feed, there was that bridge collapse in Baltimore, Maryland, and they actually have a CCTV camera of the event taking place. You can see that the ship is a big cargo ship, and it lost power, and it was veering right into one of the concrete platforms that holds this bridge together. It's a big suspension bridge, looks like. Big steel bridge.
You idiot. Get over there.
Every bit of that bridge falls down into the water. And it would happen at 1:30, which I guess is in itself a small blessing. Had that happened during rush hour this morning, that would have been a whole different catastrophe. As it stands, the last time I remember, anywhere from 10 to 20 people possibly being killed in this. They rescued 2 people out of the water. But pray for the families. It's too late to pray for those that have been killed. I know Catholics don't believe that. Mormons don't believe it, but believe it. It's too late to pray for them.
That's a lie.
They've lived their life. They've made their decisions.
No.
And now they
Please,
must be
please.
judged for that. And
Slow,
but
slow,
pray for
slow.
the families. Pray that they in this event, that even if they ask God why, as people do, somebody close to their lives, they ask God why it happened, as if death doesn't happen to us, and death doesn't happen to people we know, but death happens to everybody. We ought to be used to it by now, but it still brings. There is a sting of death, and it brings a painful experience to us who lived through the death of someone that we love, or when you or someone is in the process of facing death right then,
Hold on.
that brings its own terror, and that's just part of life. So pray for those families. Pray that at least somebody would reach out to the Lord at this time, that God would raise up some good ministers that would preach the gospel to those who need it as they preach the Spirit. But yeah, just pray that. And if you haven't seen it, it's a real shocking thing to watch. When I was watching it, I went, and one of the gals here that I showed it to, she started crying. So just lift them up. And I want to say thank you to everybody who prayed for my mother. She had surgery on yesterday, and she's in some pain today. She broke her left hip, and so they had to go and do whatever they do there. I think she said they glued it together. I don't know if they used any metal or not, but just pray for her. She's in quite a bit of pain, and nowadays they just don't give you anything for pain anymore. They just don't. And she will have to go into a rehab facility for at least 3 days, maybe a little bit more. But appreciate everybody's prayers for her, and I'm just saying this on her behalf. Thank you for praying. All right. Anyway, I want to do this because somebody asked me
These idiots that say slow. Give me my fucking photos,
recently
bastards.
about whether or not we were headed for World War III, because that's what somebody told them. Somebody told them that, hey, have you seen what's on Facebook? The Oracle of all truth, Facebook. Have you seen what's on there? Why, they're saying that everything that's going on now is going to bring about World War III. And I said, well, here's what I know. I know that there are going to be wars and rumors of wars. There are going to be earthquakes and pestilences in diverse places. That means various. And there are going to be men's hearts failing them for fear. You know
Fear.
what? Let's read Matthew. Matthew, I appreciate you. What a great disciple you were, being given the honor of writing the very first answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Take heed. And I like how Jesus started out with that. What he's saying is, quit listening to rumors.
Bastard.
Quit giving your heart over to believe everything you see. You know, before the internet, there was still ways that people shared information that was of a sensational nature, I'll say. They would write books on prophecy and talk about how this helicopter fulfills Bible prophecy. Yeah, Hal Lindsey said that. He said that the Apache helicopter was the fulfillment of Revelation 9. And that's what John really saw coming up out of the pit was Apache attack helicopters. And
Yeah.
the face of a man was the man
Yes.
sitting in the pilot seat, and
He doesn't
the
get
hair
it.
of the woman was the rotors being spun around.
I came up with that too.
And how ridiculous do you have to get to sell a book, right?
That's so retarded
But
of
he had
him.
everybody in the 70s worked up with fear.
The Holy Spirit showed me
Fear
that.
World War III was going to break out. At
I know that I know.
if you go back in the 60s, the Cuban Missile Crisis, people were digging bombshells in their backyard, stocking it with canned food and all kinds of stuff. You have people now building bunkers and spending all kinds of money on trying to survive. And here's what I hear them say. I've got enough in here for 7 years. What are you going to do at the end of 7 years then? Well, they won't last but 7 years. That's what the Bible says. Really? But that's what people do. They get full of fear and they just start stocking up on everything and they start believing everything that comes out. People sent out newsletters, they wrote tracts, they wrote books, just all kinds of things. Preachers preached sermons that got everybody's attention and so on. And it just, there was ways of doing it before the internet. But now with the internet, everybody can join in. And you have people that are not even saved, not even born again. And but they talk conspiracy talk. And you like that kind of stuff. And so you listen to that. And then it's like you believe what they say. And then when they're wrong, they never admit it. You don't recognize it. You just kind of skip over it. Well, you know, everybody goes wrong once. Not in God's book. But anyway, they'll be wrong. They'll never admit it. And they'll move on to the next thing. Okay? First it was Obama. Before that, it was Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was going to dive us all into the New World Order. And then it was George Bush doing it. And then it was Obama. And then people were saying Trump was going to do it. And now Biden, he can't do anything. But it's fear-mongering. And it
What the
gets,
fuck?
you know, what all have people asked me about? The Mandela effect instilled fear in people because they honestly believe that the Bible now was wrong in what it said. That we had shifted to an alternate timeline, an alternate universe, and now that we're in this alternate universe, some things that the Bible used to say doesn't say anymore. You know,
Yeah,
like
that might have to.
lion shall
Fuck.
lay down with the lamb. Yeah, that was in the Bible. I remember it clearly.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You
You're a
missed it.
liar. No, you're a liar. That's how deceived by the Antichrist he is.
For some strange reason, it was
I am so serious.
absolutely imperative to those who switched us to this new timeline to
The Antichrist is doing this shit, and these guys are idiots.
So that its
Idiots.
wings don't produce a storm 100 years down the road. People ask, Pastor Mike, is this true? No, it's not. And so, change the spelling of the Berenstain Bear 100 years down the road. People ask, Pastor Mike, is this true? No, it's not.
They're going to him like he's a
So,
god, and he's taking it
You
in
have in your
arrogant.
Bible, here's
fools.
Jesus. He says, he answers them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name. They'll act Christian, they'll act conservative, they'll say, I've got conspiracies here, and I'm your man because I used to work for the CIA, and I was an insider, and I'm a whistleblower. But that's all they have to do is identify themselves that way with no proof whatsoever. And then people pass it around. Oh, listen, you got to listen to what this whistleblower is saying here, and what this CIA agent is saying over here. Many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars. See what Jesus tells us right
Oh,
after
Jesus
the
says,
rumors of wars.
oh, Jesus
say,
says,
You better believe them, because they're telling the truth. No, he said, see that you be not troubled.
See, what the hell?
For all these things must
5:15,
come to pass,
2024.
but the end is not yet. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you want the Bible to be wrong? Do you want what Jesus said to turn out to be a nothing burger? I'm holding one in my hand right now. Boy, is it juicy. Is that what you want? Jesus said, all these things must come to pass. Now, when Jesus says, this has got to happen, you don't understand, this has got to happen. Remember, he said that about himself pertaining to going to the cross.
Kill these fucking nigger cunts.
Peter
God damn them.
thinks,
Hold on, you guys. God damn you, Sony.
like many of
I'll be right
us,
back.